Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Watch Junkie. Today I'm going to review a Seiko watch, but before that let me just do a quick wrist check. And I am wearing my Seiko 5, model number SNZH57. Okay, so this is under the Seiko 5 line. I'm going to do a separate review of this watch. Okay, so what I want to do is to do a quick review of this watch. Now this is the SRPC23, also known as turtle. Some call this as gunmetal turtle, others are calling it the silver surfer turtle. I really don't know what it's called, but for me it's just a turtle with a gray sunburst dial. All right, so let's talk about the features now. Again, this is under a Prospex line of Seiko, meaning it's a professional specifications. Okay, so you get a 200-meter water resistance. Okay, a screw back cover, also a screw down crown. Also, you get a hardlex mineral crystal. Also, yeah, this is a 200-meter water resistance, ISO certified. Okay, so you have timing bezel. This is a 120 click unidirectional bezel. Okay, so I already have kind of modded this particular turtle using a crystal time coin edge bezel. The dial itself, you know, it's like it has a really good sunburst effect there. Okay, it's actually gray, and on some cases, you know, looking at a particular angle, you know, with low light condition, you know, you'll get pretty much a dark gray or even a black color. Okay, so it has a 316 stainless steel case. Also, the bracelet is a solid links stainless steel with solid end links. Also, you have yeah, the standard Seiko stamped clasp. Okay, this is a double deploying clasp, push release. Okay, and you also get a since this is a true diver watch, you also get a diver's extension. So how I disengage this diver extension is just like I hold this part here and then push this particular part until it flips like that, and then you can just disengage it. All right. Okay, so it gives roughly about a 1 centimeter or a 1.5 centimeters extension. Okay, so if you're going to use this on a wetsuit, then yeah, probably yeah, very convenient to have this one. Okay, although I don't dive, but yeah, it's just nice to have it as a feature. Right, so yeah, putting it back, you know, you just have to hook it up there and push this in. All right, so going back to the watch itself. Okay, so this is powered by a Seiko in-house movement, and that is the 4R36, which has hacking and hand winding. So you can hear there, and also hacking. When I pull the crown to the second position, it stops. Okay, it's really good function for, especially if you're going to time your Seiko watches into an atomic clock. Okay, so all right, it has also a quick set date, and it just snaps on the 12th. Okay, although the day snaps, okay, on 1 and around 3. Okay, so the day has both Roman numeral and also the English. All right, so about the finishing. Okay, so we have a really good brushed finishing on top. Okay, so high polish on the sides. Okay, crown's also polished. And at the back, you have polished back. On the center of the back case, you have basically brushed. Okay, so again, since this is a true diver, this is an air diver 200-meter Seiko with the tsunami logo there, and then you have the Prospex logo there. Also for the manufacturing date, as you can see here, it's 7D, so that means it's produced somewhere 2017, and also D stands for December, and probably this is a 5,291th run on the production. The finishing on the bracelet is, as you can see there, it is brushed, top brushed. We have polish on the edges, or it's like on near the center link. Okay, so it's a single link bracelet, sorry about that. It's solid, and also you have polished sides, also for the clasp, polished and then brushed on top. All right, so this is utilizing the notorious pin and collar unadjusting the links. So yeah, if you lose the collar, then yeah, so be mindful on resizing these kinds of watches, especially on the Prospex line. Okay, most of them have a pin and collar system on the links, so yeah, be mindful while you're adjusting, because I had a terrible experience about this, losing one collar on my Samurai, but surprisingly, I found it. Okay, but yeah, took a while though. Anyway, so about the finishing on the inside of the dial, you can see there it's applied indices. Okay, our markers are applied with also painted loom. You have the traditional, it's like the SKX handset. So our minute and second hands there has loom, especially this one, the lollipop second hand. Right, and on the bottom you will see there, yeah, this is a K1 version, so made in Malaysia. So it only says there the type of movement. Usually the Japan or the JDM has marking here, made in Japan, but honestly speaking, I really don't see any difference between the Japan version and also the K1 or Malaysian version. Okay, so pretty much it's still a standard, it's Seiko, so basically the quality is going to be the same. It's just for some people, it's just it's kind of cool to have that made in Japan marking on the dial, but I really don't mind, Okay, so I'm totally fine, even if it's not from Japan. All right, so what else did I miss on this watch? So yeah, about the loom. Okay, so it utilizes the Seiko Lumi Bride, arguably the best loom ever out there. Okay, so with this price point, I mean, you're spending roughly $300 on a Seiko, and you'll get the best loom. That is something that really yeah, magnificent. All right, so let's test the loom here. Okay, so I'm gonna charge it up a bit. Okay, so the loom is pretty awesome, as always. And let's turn off the lights. All right, so okay, hour, minute, second hand, and also the loom pip are all loom. Also the hour markings. It's a really strong loom, and it lasts 4 hours and hours. And also, before I forget, I haven't discussed about the dimensions. Okay, so this particular watch comes in about 45 millimeter diameter, side to side, from this point to this point. Also a 47 millimeter lug tip to lug tip. So it really wears tiny. It doesn't wear like a 45 as like any other turtles out there. Okay, the lug width is 22 millimeters. Okay, the band 22 tapers down to 20, back to 22 on the clasp, and the thickness is just over 13 millimeters. Okay, I think, you know, this particular mod made the watch you know, a tad thinner than the original, because as you can see there, the insert and the hard legs is actually in line as compared to the stock version, where the hard legs is a tad raised from the crystal. Okay, let me do a quick wrist shot. Okay, so this is how it looks like on a 16.5 centimeters wrist or 6.5 inch wrist. Okay, due to the 47 millimeter lug tip to lug tip, it actually wears fine. You know, a 6.25 or 6.5 inch wrist might get away on wearing such 45 millimeter case diameter watch as this turtle. And also the cushion shape of the case back, as you can see there, it's really comfortable. And also the crown that is positioned on the 4 o'clock, it's really nice. And yeah, this has become my not so daily beater, but yeah, as you can see, there's already acquired some scratches on the bracelet and also on the clasp, because I do tend to wear my watches even though I collect them. But yeah, I mean, like, what's the point of collecting if you're not gonna wear them? So yeah, me, you know, as much as possible, I enjoy them wearing. So yeah, here you go. Okay. I think that's about it. This is just my review on this Seiko turtle model number SRPC23. Now, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions or any questions, just leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed on the channel, just hit the subscribe button. All right, so as always, this is Watch Junkie saying keep watching. Bye bye now.